Have you ever been mistaken for the father at your own mother's ultrasound? The technician froze mid-scan, looked at me, looked at my mom, then back at me. Sir, could you step outside while I examine your wife? That's when I realized this appointment was about to go sideways. My mom, 51 and apparently pregnant, started laughing so hard the gel on her belly made squelching sounds. That's my son, she wheezed. The technician turned purple. I'm so sorry. You both look so young, and he was holding your hand, and Mom cut her off. Honey, I need you to focus, because what I'm about to tell you is weirder than accidentally thinking I'm married to my son. 6 weeks earlier, Mom had started feeling sick. Nausea, fatigue, weird cravings for pickles dipped in frosting. We joked about pregnancy until her doctor ran a test as a formality. It came back positive. The doctor ran it again. Still positive. Blood test? Definitely pregnant. Mom hadn't been with anyone since Dad died 3 years ago. Unless this is immaculate conception, she said, something's very wrong. The ultrasound was supposed to check for tumors that can mimic pregnancy hormones. Instead, the technician found a baby. An actual, healthy, 14-week-old fetus just chilling in my mother's supposedly celibate uterus. Mom grabbed my hand so tight I thought she'd break it. That's impossible, she whispered. But there it was on the screen, doing little somersaults like it was auditioning for Cirque du Soleil. The technician called in the doctor, then another doctor, then the chief of obstetrics. Soon the room had 8 medical professionals staring at my mom's belly like it contained the secret to time travel. Mom finally cracked. Okay, there was one night, everyone leaned in. I went to my high school reunion. There was wine, there was Antonio, my prom date who's now a silver fox diving instructor in Cabo. The room collectively exhaled. Mystery solved. Except Mom continued. But that was 11 months ago. Turns out Mom had been pregnant for almost a year without knowing. The baby had implanted in a weird spot that hid early symptoms. She'd had what she thought were periods, but were actually just breakthrough bleeding. She'd gained weight, but attributed it to menopause and stress eating. The baby was somehow fine, just vibing in there like a tenant who forgot to pay rent, but nobody noticed. Wait, I said, doing math. If you're actually due soon, that means I'm having a baby next month. Mom finished. The technician fainted. Actually fainted. They had to bring her smelling salts. Meanwhile, Mom was already on her phone looking up nursery furniture. You're taking this well, the doctor said. Mom shrugged. I raised one kid alone after my husband died. What's one more? Antonio flew in from Cabo the next week. 53, tanned like leather, and absolutely terrified. I teach people to swim with sharks, he said. This is scarier. Mom made him attend every remaining prenatal class. Watching him practice swaddling with teenagers who could be his kids was peak comedy. He kept apologizing to everyone. I used protection, he'd announced to strangers. The condom was from my wallet, though, from 1987. The baby, my brother Theo, was born healthy 3 weeks later. The delivery room was chaos. Me, trying to be supportive while avoiding seeing things that would require therapy. Antonio, fainting twice and having to be repeatedly revived. Mom, crushing both our hands while roaring, I'm too old for this shit, between contractions. The nurses, taking bets on whether Antonio would make it through without fainting a third time. He didn't. The local news picked up the story. Woman discovers pregnancy at 8 months. Mom became a minor celebrity in our town. The pharmacy where she bought the pregnancy test framed the receipt. Her reunion class made her an honorary queen with a crown that said, Most Unexpected +1. Antonio moved here permanently, opened a swimming school, and refers to Theo as his surprise retirement plan. Theo's now 6 months old. Mom carries him to her book club where all her friends take turns babysitting while discussing wine and literature. Antonio teaches him to swim in our pool. I'm in therapy, specifically working through the trauma of being mistaken for my mom's baby daddy. The ultrasound technician sent an apology fruit basket. We still have the card. It just says, sorry for the confusion, congratulations.